Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Yeah, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, I'm just tryna get my nigga paid. We came from Section 8, and I knew I was at since the second grade. Man, I swear my time is coming, cause I'm never late. Came from broken homes and broken dreams to getting paid.
Boss Cowboys.
Your voice matters.
And it does. And it does. It always does. Don't let nobody say it don't. And I've been promising you that I was going to talk about this Goldilocks. Because the pressure to Goldilocks for the Dallas Cowboys is real. But it's also for everything. And I've been wanting to talk about this, and now I know I have the perfect day.
You want answers?
So I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to tell you straight up. Because we need to have this conversation. Especially because I consider the people of this channel executives. And if you're an executive, you're going to really feel this. If you're not, this ain't gonna be the message for you. But y'all stay tuned, man. Boss got you. We're gonna talk about the Goldilocks.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
And it does.
No watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. New watch, no diamonds, new watch, good timing, yeah. Need no middleman, I'm the man to man, send it in. I like what I like, me, I know my rights is sipping in. I like having fun, I do what I want, it's what it is. For my son and son, for my daughters, yeah, it's for my twin. I work through the night, I do what I like, get a check, I go for the ride. I've been down the ride, for the win, still move on the hush. Never run for none, I face my fears, I just drop for none. Month to month, still from year to year. New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah.
Let's go.
New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again. Get some checks, I invest, and I spend a check. Spend a check, get it back, then I take a rest.
Let's go.
Only race is the human, I take care of my skin. I was doing this as a rookie, now I'm up to vet. Set the trend, set the pace of play. I don't trip, but if I fall, bet I make a way. I take trips in the fall, watch the leaves change. I like to treat every day like it's my B-day. No watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again.
Welcome to Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Do it again, again, again.
And I need all the executives to have a
Do it again, again, again.
I got that timing off a little bit. It's all good. It's all good. What's up? I see y'all coming in the building, man. Look like everything working. I'm able to feed y'all comments into the chat. That's always good. Murphy Law was acting up on me last time, man. Murphy was acting a fool. My boy C in the building. What's up? My boy Marcus, he said, what's good? What's up, man? Always good to see one of my brothers with a great name. I think you got the best name, bro. Real talk. And then my boy Toxic, he say, what my boy say? He say, let's effing go. All right. Now, I got a lot of football that I'm gonna talk about. Okay. It's a lot of football, trust me, that I'm going to talk about. But sometimes I gotta pause and I gotta really talk on a higher level, right? I gotta keep it real with the family, and I gotta keep it real with the brothers and sisters and executives that are members of Boss Cowboy Sports and in this community. So what I've been seeing for quite some time, and it really grew on me even heavier, was this pressure on content creators. And at first I thought it was just me. And Law. I would say Law too. I was first seeing it with my brother Law. But then I started seeing the pressure everywhere, and I start understanding it. So what I called it is Goldilocks. Okay. So Goldilocks was a childhood story that I'm pretty sure all of us heard about these three bears that was sitting in their own house minding their own business, right? So they was minding their own business, and Mama Bear, after three, cooked her some porridge. But the porridge was hot, right? It was so hot they said, hey, let's go take a walk to let it cool off. So this whole story was really about trying to teach kids to mind their business and keep their hands to themselves. That was the purpose of these childhood stories. But I looked at it totally different when I looked at Goldilocks, because when you look at a behavior, it matches what I see today with a bunch of content creators. And this ain't just Dallas Cowboys. This is content. So when them bears left the house, Goldilocks started to sample the porridge. The big bowl was too hot. The middle bowl was too cold. So what she started doing is she finally ate the small bowl, and it was just right. And because it was just right, she ate it all with her greedy self. Just ate it all. So she made herself so at home that she then went to the other section of the house. Sat on the big chair. It was too tall. But then the middle chair was too hard. But the small chair was just right. So what she did is she sat on it and she broke it. And her selfish self went in somebody else's house and then said, I'm tired. I need to take a nap. So she tried each one of the beds, right? And it came down to she finally cozied in on the smallest bed because it was just right. And then them birds came home and they saw the porridge, they saw the chair, and then they came and they like, this old fool in my bed. So then Goldilocks get up and she runs out the house. The moral of the story for kids was, don't touch nothing, mind your business, let other people's stuff be theirs. But I look at Goldilocks different, especially when it comes to content creation. When I see Goldilocks, I see the pressure of what we go through in content creation. And this is not even just the Dallas Cowboys. This is period. So a lot of us, when we start these channels, we start them with like pure intentions. We start them with, I want to educate the fans about football, or I want to start a channel that's going to be about the upliftment of men, or I want to start a channel that's about positivity about women, or I want to start a channel that's about politics. And so what happens with all of us is we generally start off with pure motives, but over time you develop a base. And so what happens with that base is that base gets used to a certain style of your voice. So what you find yourself doing is, instead of keeping it pure, you start sampling the porridge to try to make sure your voice fits the style of the viewers, because that's now how you get paid. So instead of just saying, I like this porridge as is because I started this way, now you have morphed into something else. And it's a lot of reasons we can do that, and we go talk about it. But see, I'm having this conversation because the first time I really saw it, and it shocked me, I ain't gonna lie, it shocked me. I saw it, the pressure on my brother, one of my best brothers, my boy Rome. Me and Rome was talking behind the scenes, and it was amazing. He was going through the very opposite of what I was going through. The very opposite. So what was crazy is I was getting pressure from fans saying, boss, you need to be positive. Boss, I need you to have more hope. And when Green Bay fumbled, he was going through the opposite. And we was talking about it, and it shocked me. And because we all know Rome is a positive guy. He's a glass half full. He's a realist. He not no sucker. He not no kiss up. All right, let me be clear on that. All right. But we know he's going to look and find the ways for us to win, ways to us to stay together. And that's what his base is built on. Guess what my base built on? My base is built on people that like accountability. They like it when I go at the Joneses. They like it when I go at Kelly Moore, because they look at it like, man, oh man, boss, he righteous. And he was like, bruh, it's cats over there telling me, oh, I joined your channel because you was positive. He was like, this ain't the time for that. This is the time for accountability. This is the time we just got smacked and y'all want me to be positive? And I was like, Rome, you going through that? I was shocked, and he was like, yeah. And that's when I started seeing the pressure to Goldilocks. And that was when I said, man, I thought that pressure was just on men-in-law. Now I start saying that pressure is on all of us. Whatever you build, your channel, your base then begins to sometimes require you to give them that same porridge. And sometimes you gotta change. Sometimes you gotta change. And some people recently have been upset with me because I have been given front office credit. So some people have been like, the normal people who comment, I'm not even seeing them comment. The normal people who super chat, they super chats done dried up. Why? Because I was saying, hey, I like the red shirts. I don't like it for defensive tackle, but I'm not mad at it. I think they're actually doing right. And there was a whole lot of people that was like,
oh, hell no.
Who is this boss? I saw people say that in the chat. This ain't boss. Like, yeah, oh, y'all thought I was gonna just always shoot slugs at front office. Oh, Y'all thought I was gonna placate to y'all. Y'all thought I wasn't man enough to stand alone when I feel like they doing something good. And that's when I start seeing the Goldilocks from my brother Rome. So this is the deal. And I'm going to get into it. I'm going to show this. This happens everywhere. And this is where I want to tell y'all to be very careful when you listening to not just Cowboys content creators, all YouTube content creation. Every bit of it. Every bit of it. Because I'm seeing, the more I'm watching, I was like, Goldilocks and is or pandering to your base of support. It's not just happening in the Cowboy space, it's happening everywhere. It's happening everywhere. And what it's low-key doing is turning us into some television politicians. Yeah. Where we losing our voice because we starting to placate to the money. We starting to placate to what supports us. We starting to placate and Goldilocks and pander. And we're losing our power. Yeah, I'm just keeping it real. I'm finna hurt y'all, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. See, Kevin Samuels, OG in the game. OG. And I'm talking now, moving out of just Cowboys content. We just talking real. Just go research his first content and his original content. His original content was all about men, uplifting men and helping men be the best that they can be. So he was teaching men how to be, better dress, how to smell right, how to go out there and get it. Now, this was what was crazy. That exact same accountability that he was giving to the women, he started with men. If you go look at his original content, my boy say R.I.P. to Godfather. No doubt, man. He was misunderstood. A lot of people really misunderstood his content because he was very, very direct. He was old school direct, like a big uncle. He was the big uncle in the space. But what happened? How did he go from content mostly about men to then content mostly about women that wanted a high value man? Like, what happened? See, what happened is the same accountability that he was giving men, he then gave it to some women. The same style. And what happened? It took off. It went viral. And when it went viral, what is any real capitalist gonna do? What is anybody gonna do when they in this space, obviously to make a difference, but they also in this space to make money? Bruh. Let's keep it real now. Yeah. So what happened is his content transformed. It went from a majority of messages to men, talking to men, to look at these crazy women. That's what it turned to. So he would go live, still give information that's about uplifting us as men, right? But then what he would do, he would always have segments where he took call after call after call, looking for that crazy one. And when he got that one, what he would do is he would cut it out and he would repurpose it everywhere because that's what went viral. And that's what happens with a lot of us. My boy JC in the building. My boy JC, what's going on, man? Anytime I see the content creators, I'm gonna come in here and say what's up. What's up, big dog? So that's what, but that's also the pressure that we are under. Yeah, Dallas Cowboys content creators, to where I might have started off as, let's say, my goal was to win a championship, but over time I could morph. I could change, and I began to do what's best for my bag over what's best for my original vision. Yeah. So this is everywhere. And see, what happened if you're not careful is a lot of people start playing to your pain. See, this is the thing about, and I'm keeping it real, the red pill community, or the sisterhood is what some people would call it, right? What happens is, as content creators, I'm keeping it real. I'm telling you, this happens. You'll start off and you helping men, or you'll start off and you're a content creator and you helping women. But now you talking to a hurt base. So let's just think about it from business. If you started a red pill channel, please know you talking to a lot of hurt men. Which is the facts, 70% of divorces are from women, right? And most of these divorces, these women end up with custody of the kids. And the men are paying a lot of times to support a family that they can't even rear their own kids. So it's a whole lot of men out here that's in pain. It's a whole lot of men that's upset. So if you start creating content that just says women are crazy, guess what's gonna happen? You gonna start attracting those men that's in pain. But is your content really helping those men? Or are you feeding them over and over reminders over and over and over of the pain just because you want to seem to be a content creator that's relating, but you're actually Goldilocks? You're pandering in a reverse way. And we all got to watch that and watch for that. Not just in the Cowboy space, but in YouTube. Because see, a lot of us are finding out, man, you can get a bag doing this, man. Hey, wait. I get a check. And listen, y'all, them checks ain't small. When you get you a nice check, you say, how can I make that check bigger? Can I make that check bigger? Can I make that check even bigger? Like, yeah. And then what you find yourself doing though, is now you're pandering. You're a panderer and you're a liar. So then why do you think Derrick Jax was as crazy as he was with his pandering to the women? It's because he was feeding his base. It was a bag. And I'm gonna tell you the sad thing. This pandering that's going on both sides, because it's women content creators that's pandering to the women and their pain. It's men that's pandering to men and their pain. I'm gonna tell you what's happening. It's gonna cause America to be more divided. I'm gonna tell you what else it's gonna do. It's gonna cause us to be more homosexual. Cause if y'all, I might be going too deep for y'all, but I'm keeping it real though. I'm keeping it real. Because it's this sprinkle debate right now versus drizzle. Man, it's the funniest debate going on in the world. But the sad thing is this. You have women retreating more to women's side and just women's group, and you're starting to have men start to retreat to this all women are bad, modern women. It's like, wait, bro, wait. Nah, don't let, because somebody is pulling up the worst clips of these women, make you think that all of them like that, bro. Cause then you falling for that wee woo.
Oh, you see this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo.
You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it everywhere. Yeah, I said it, Trey. Boys better peep game. Yeah, what's going on is you having more. It's a war between men and women, and it is silly. It is silly. It is silly. Yeah. And what's happening is you starting to get more and more men retreat to the safety of men, and you get more and more women retreating to this. Yeah, that's why we are truly becoming Sodom and Gomorrah. See, y'all ain't gonna want it. You see, I told y'all I was gonna talk real on this show. I told y'all this is gonna be one. And it's about football too. This is still about football. Yeah. So I'm telling you, don't fall for it. Cause see, what's happening is we are becoming, as YouTubers, modern television, where you got MSNBC, and you see what they do, and all of them do. They are going to cater to their base. That's what they gonna do. They not gonna ever say anything good about, hardly anything good about most Republicans. It's just what it is, because what they doing, they are professionally catering to their base. And then if you go to Fox, it's the same thing. Don't you look at me and say that they fair and balanced. You are out your rabbit mind. Don't you do it, because they are doing exactly the same thing. Catering to their base. Red meat for their base. But guess what? Us YouTubers are now really in the business of television, and we are learning it very fast, even the corrupt parts of it. See, y'all don't want me to tell the truth. Y'all want me to lie. I'm going to tell you the truth today, even if you don't want to hear it.
You can't handle the truth.
So let me give you some examples of pressure that we could fall for. Okay, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. I think this is a perfect example. So, for example, I tweeted this. I see you, JC. My boy JC say learning more than them, boss. Talk that talk, JC. Hold on real quick. I gotta show this comment. That boy say learning more than them. That's what I'm talking about, big dog. Talk that talk, bro. But so I put this out first about Tyler Guyton. I said, oh man, right? So like obviously excited to see him working out, right? So then as I'm looking, I make an observation based on a trained eye. I have a trained eye, and I say low key, he is telegraphing the punches. So I make that tweet and I start running errands, right? I come back and I see all kind of BS in my feed. And this is what a lot of us go through when we speak our mind. Hold on real quick. You know I got my button.
Bringing real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
We start going through the pressure of people wanting us to Goldilocks. So check this out. So I just said low key, he is telegraphing the punches, right? Then you go look. They say, man, he got drafted last week. Just good to see him putting in the work before camp, especially with who he's getting coached up by. So I'm like, so see something he can do better but say nothing? We different, right? Keystone jumped in there. I see that squat down too, which he's saying he was working on, getting his base down with those punches, which is a good observation. So this dude Brother can't even get in the gym without some critique. Jesus Christ, give the guy time to work. Once again, we different. You say nothing when you see potential issues. I speak up. You know your place. I don't. Okay. My boy Devon, he said something, but he was cool about it, right? We had a cool dialogue, right? So me and him going back and forth. He said he got to crawl before he walk, boss. Hopefully he'll get better at being more subtle with his punches. So obviously I hit the like button because he ain't coming at me with that old shut up spirit, like know your place spirit, right? And so we talk like men. And I say, you don't get better training the wrong habits, especially a punch. I just made an observation from my fight training. Okay, because I'm trained to fight. I also train fight. Okay, train like, yeah, I can show you my sons. They was #1 in the state in Taekwondo for a reason. I said training bad habits just creates muscle memory in the bad habit. Because he was mature, he said, you got a point there. And then I said, yeah, fam, I mean no disrespect to our trainers. We have the best offensive line trainers in the world. It is like watching someone with bad form on a squat. I can stay silent and risk them hurting themselves or saying something that could help prevent injury. You know, so basically that was a grown way to have a back and forth. But then it was more, let that man work. That's a mountain of a man. So then I'm getting pissed now because they getting on my nerves. You know your place. Good job. And then this guy said great players want to be coached. So obviously having no problem with what I said. So I'm showing you this is the type of pressure people would try to put on you and content creators. And if we not careful, we'll say, I better be careful because it's the draft season and people, they wanna feel hopeful. They wanna feel like that all our picks are good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna say anything because I wanna make sure my porridge is just right. I wanna make sure my channel caters to a wide audience. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cease from my critiques so that I can get my porridge perfect. It can't be too hot right now. It can't be too cold right now. It has to be just right because I want the views. I want those same people who have an optimism to the point you can't even talk about something that can improve. Let me just be quiet right now. So, and that's the pressure that all of us go through and some fold to. So going back to what I was saying, when I said low key, he is telegraphing the punches. Let me explain telegraphing. Because some people don't even understand telegraphing. Telegraphing a punch is when you show a signal in your body language that a punch is coming. So, like for instance, when I train my sons, I train them, don't wind up to punch. You go from here straight to your target, straight back, straight to your target, straight back. Because if you wind it up and you dealing with a trained fighter, he go see the wind up and he go slip it and counter you. That's what happens when you telegraph. So, was I lying? Let me show y'all something. Because y'all know me, I slowed it down. Because some people can't see it because you got to look at punches for a while before you can see telegraph punches. So check this out. I'm going to show you. Tell me if you see it. I slowed it down. Okay. What are you seeing when he punch? What is that right arm doing? Look at the right arm. Tell me if I'm tripping. What is that right arm doing before he punch? Is it going back or coming straight out? Every time he punch, you can see it goes back first. It didn't that time. That time it didn't. See, that one was straight out. That was a perfect punch. But that one, what did you see? He winded it up before he punched. So am I lying? No. But some people want to be positive so bad that even when you helping somebody, they take it as negative. And see, that's why I'm gonna tell you, that's why some people don't like my channel right now, because they always take me wrong every time. Because when I talk about stuff, I'm talking about stuff that can hurt us. Yeah. So everybody seeing it. Like, that's why I slowed it down. Now, I saw it looking at it real time because I look at fighting all the time. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about on television. I'm talking about trained fighters. Like my sons and them, this is what they do. This is what I did. So, man, I'm gonna be honest, man. I shouldn't tell this story, man. I had a fight with some dude about 3 months ago, man. I tore that dude up. And I tore him up because that dude was telegraphing everything. Big old dummy. Dude wind it up. I said, listen, he wound it up. I saw that punch so fast, I literally grabbed his arm in his punch. I grabbed it and grabbed him by his neck and said, bro, chill out. For real. Now he punching. He thinking that punch is designed to get me, but I saw the telegraph. I said, bro, you messed up. Like, so anyway, I shouldn't even told y'all that happened. But yeah, that happened, man. It might have been 4 or 5 months ago, but sometimes it come your way. Sometimes it come your way. And when it come your way, you better be ready, man. It's just what it is. And I train my sons to be ready, and I'm ready for a fight. I am. You know, it's what it is. So, but that's what I was talking about. And now I'm over here trying to help, and I'm over here like, yeah, I'm seeing a telegraph. And why is it important for him not to telegraph? He training on punching right now, right? He's training on punching, right? What is the defense training for? They training on seeing it. And they training on countering it. So it should be my job to say, bro, if you want to land that punch better, don't telegraph it. Don't telegraph it. Even in this drill, we go work on, we working on, as I call it out, follow my instruction, 1-2-1, 2-2-1, 1-2-2-1. Yes, we working on that, but I'm also working on this. Make sure you throwing them hands right, because it's going to be the details of how you throw that punch technically that increases your chances of landing it. I wish I had a Kool-Aid on, because he would be really co-signing what I'm saying right now. And this is basic fight training, what I'm talking about. This is like basic. Yeah, man. I ain't tell no lie. So, and this is the saddest part, and I'm keeping it real. Cats was attacking me, and let's look at what I was saying when he was drafted. Look at this. Hold on, let me turn this off. Look at this.
Boys, but we never know, man. We'll see what they were thinking here in a couple minutes.
Yes, indeed, man.
But Guyton was more of a right side player, correct?
Yes, he was a right side player, but the athleticism, the reach, the footwork, he projects to be a guy that can go left or right based upon all detailed scouting reports. And remember, if you had Tyron Smith when he first came into the league, he was a right tackle.
Yeah.
Then he moved into a left tackle. And so he even played right tackle at USC before he was the left tackle at USC.
Yeah.
So, you know, I always like to point things like that out because you're looking at athleticism, you're looking at the upside, you're looking at athletic ability and the ability to kick and move in space.
Yes, indeed, man.
Okay,
So you got to reward Stephen Jones, man. He wasn't baby nuts, he was big nuts.
Hey, look, baby boy Jones stood up tall. So we're going to give you credit for standing up tall.
He did. Come on now, baby. Y'all get ready. We finna celebrate up in Dallas, Texas. Y'all get ready for the celebration.
Let's go, baby.
Share it.
Let's go.
Share.
Sharing is caring. Let's do it.
I'm looking at you.
Let's go. Let's go.
I'm looking at you. Everybody in the chat, I challenge you.
Yeah.
Do your part.
Yeah.
We have brought you
Come on with
Shakertons.
Yes.
This is dope.
Let's go.
This is the best draft show.
Yes, sir.
All you got to do.
Let's go, baby.
Share.
That's right.
The Lord might reward you.
He might reward you. You might get a blessing.
The pick
might
is
get a
already in.
blessing.
Share.
Dallas already got their pick in, so they knew
Yeah,
who they were
so,
getting.
okay, so then we know who they like, right? They like Guyton, right? Hey, you got Guyton in there. You got the BYU tackle there. It's probably Guyton there. It's probably Guyton.
Get hype, bro.
Guyton makes
The
sense.
Chiefs
Come on
got it, bro.
now.
They're like, bro, where were you at?
Guyton's probably the pick.
Yeah, Guyton does make sense.
Guyton's the pick. Hey,
what it
I said this early on in the draft show. I said that Tyler Guyton is a prototypical Dallas Cowboy type tackle.
He is.
Yeah.
He's tall, he's long, he's athletic, he has tremendous upside, he moves well in space. He's a guy they can train and cultivate in a quick amount of time to turn into a starting caliber tackle for the Cowboys, man. And he'll end up doing a great job, too.
Dallas Cowboys, I love you right now. Just today, you still got to earn. You got to keep my love, though, tomorrow. But today, I love you. I'm looking at you. I want you. You have won me back tonight. You have forsaken me from Green Bay.
Hey,
but I love you right now.
But you know what? Altogether, I think they're going to draft interior. They're going to either go with center or they're going to go with interior. They're going to go with interior guard.
So that would be JPJ.
JPJ is going to be on the map.
Yeah, he's still.
Yeah. He's going to be. It's going to be that. It's going to be a situation where.
You don't think they go tackle over center? Because you know.
I think that they're going to go JPJ.
Okay.
And here's the reason why. They picked up an extra third-round draft pick. I think that's where they're going to get their running back at. I think that they're going to get all of those things going from there. We everywhere in here.
Look, who got super fans like us?
Yeah, man, nobody.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Hey, is it Powers or is it Guyton?
It's going to be Guyton.
I wish it was Powers though.
It's gonna be Guyton.
I want Guyton over
Here's
Powers.
a scenario.
Let's see.
Hold on, let's
we got
see
it
what
right
happens
here.
Come on with it.
Let's go, Dallas. Guyton.
There we go.
Good
there
job,
we go.
Dallas.
There we go. Good
Yes,
job.
sir.
Good pick. Good job on that pick.
Makes
That's a good pick.
It's a good pick.
That's a good pick. That's a guy that's going to
tackle always over center.
That
man.
always.
Sorry.
That's the highest value.
Yes,
You
the
never
highest
go
value.
center over
You a
tackle.
Dallas Cowboy now, my brother.
You never go
let's
tackle
go.
over center.
Come on now.
You got it.
So if you go look at the chat or if you look at that tweet and how they was talking to me, you'll think I hated the pick. Does that look like I hated the pick? Does that look like we the whole time talking about Guyton? No, Guyton makes sense. You always go tackle over center. Now, this is the thing. JPJ was popular, but I didn't go with what was popular. OC didn't go with what was popular. And I don't think Law was saying it because it was popular. He was saying it because he thought that's what the Dallas Cowboys was going to do. But was we pandering? No. We was like, nah. Did we move off of that? No. We was like, bruh, tackle is always valued over center. There's a reason why there are 6 centers, 6 tackles taken almost every draft in the first 15. It's a reason. So we was like, no, don't go away from that. Stay with that. Stay with it. But see, what's my point? That I wasn't showing that to brag. I wasn't showing it to be like, oh, look what we said. No, I was showing that look how amazing people will literally try to pressure you to only cheerlead everything. If you go to the Twitter, basically these people were saying, shut up. All I want to hear is you're happy. He's doing something. It's like, no, I'm happy for the pick. But also, if I was happy that we got him, I'm also honest enough to be happy when he doing a drill the right way. And if I don't see it being done the right way, I love my team enough to say something. And it's amazing how many people follow this channel and still figure that out yet, that's my goal and that's the OC's goal. It's people that still be over like, boss is negative. I can't listen to those guys. The boogeyman. He said Tyler Guyton is telegraphing and he put low key. And if I was a Goldilocks, I'd say, man, you know what? I need to be careful, man, because I already know during draft season, people want to make sure, they want positivity. So I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna be quiet. I'ma just make sure that all my content is perfectly pitched to attract all the eyeballs. I'm gonna make sure all the porridge is just right. If I see a punch that's not right, that could affect him and that can get his hand slapped and countered and beat, I'm not gonna say nothing, because guess what? That's what the fans want to hear right now. They want positivity right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just lock my lip and I'm not gonna be loyal to my team because I'm trying to get this Goldilocks porridge perfect. And we all going through it. I'm going through it, Rome going through it, Law going through it, Big going through it, especially Big. Man, Big be going through it because so many people want him to be positive and he's sick. All right. So, because this is the funniest thing. I did multiple shows saying that picking a tackle made sense first, mainly because of the soil it was going to be planted in. Now that he working with Duke, people starting to come around and say, okay, I believe in it now. Oh, that's fine. But that's fine. Now people like, I can see him really following that chain of all pro and Pro Bowl. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I was definitely saying that earlier. I did a whole show talking about not just the seed, but the soil that you're putting it in. Like a whole show. But these same people will try to pressure you. They would literally try to pressure you to have all your content like a cheerleader. And it's some fans, I promise you, that's all they want to hear. That's why some fans can't rock with this channel. They just can't. Because if the moment I say anything, hey, man, I see something that they need to fix right there. I'm concerned about Zimmer, man. I don't want him to be a puppet like Mike McCarthy was when he first, man, I can't listen to this. I'm okay, all right, bye. See you later. So the first thing I'm going to say, man, is this. Now we go get into this. And Pastor Taft, I promise you don't have to worry. Pastor Taft, he say, don't get swallowed up. I promise you I'm not. I promise you I'm not gonna get swallowed up. I promise you I'm gonna stay right where I am. I promise you I'm not changing. Because this is the thing that I honestly believe. And I also learned this because I learned this in entrepreneurship school. You gotta know who your supporters are. And you gotta do everything in your power to be honest with them, but don't placate to them. Because what I know and what I wholeheartedly believe is my honesty and the OC's honesty is paying us better in the long term than the short term. Because What was popular was JPJ. What was unpopular was Tyler. What was popular was Lyle Collins. What was unpopular was Steele. What was popular was Kelly Moore being a first place offense. What was unpopular was to go against him. What was popular was to hate on Tyler Smith when he was drafted. What was unpopular was to co-sign it. What was popular was to hate on Micah Parsons. See, people forgot. It was a whole lot of people didn't like Micah Parsons. It was a whole lot. Was loud about it. It wasn't popular. But, and over time, people starting to say, I might not agree with Boss. I might not agree with OC. Now, this is a whole lie right here. You want to see a lie? This is a whole lie. Wait. Trey, you lying. You lying bad. You my dog too, but you lying. No, bruh. No. No. Especially last year. Last year, it was not popular to be on Zeke team, bruh. No. I would say 80% of people was loud about trying. You crazy. That's why you started laughing. That's what Trey, you made me sick, bro. I swear to God. You Yeah, we was on the opposite side of that too. We made a whole case last year how he was a Jerome Bettis. And we needed him last year. We did. You know, we did. And this is what has happened over time. Over time, people say, you know what? I might not agree with OC. I might not agree with Boss. But they have earned the right at this point to be independent on what they say. Because it's a lot of things that they say that I might not agree with at first, but then when it play out, they said it. And they said it first. You know? And that's just real. That ain't no, whoa, we smarter than people. No, it takes some integrity not to be a Goldilockser. It takes integrity to keep first thing first. Knowing, oh, the fans, they want to hear positivity right now. But I still got to go out there and say some things that we need to improve on. Knowing during this time of the year, ain't nobody want to hear that. Ain't nobody want to hear that. Nobody, after the draft, nobody want to hear nothing that even appears negative. Look at how all them grown men was in my Twitter. Let that man work. And I'm over here like, no, he telegraphing them punches, bro. Let him work. Jesus Christ, why you gotta critique him? Oh my God. It's like, bro, I'm saying something because I actually want him to correct it so that he can play better. Like, silence is not loyalty. This is a true story. If Scott was here, he'd my witness. I was sitting in Dallas Cowboys training camp. Me, Sky, Law, and it was Big Game James. So we sitting in the training camp. And I'm watching Al Harris do a drill, right? In his drill, all his DBs are catching the ball, right? But I hated the drill because they was looking at the quarterback the entire time. And I knew to myself, that drill is training bad habits. And I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. I went down there and told them about the drill. Some of y'all will be, who do you think you are? Who? That's Al Harris. How dare you? Know your place, Negro. But I did. And Scott took a picture of it. Yeah. Me telling Al Harris. And the reason why I did that, because I love the Cowboys. If I feel like I'm seeing anything that can improve this team, I'm going to say it because I'm loyal to my team. I'm not gonna sit back and be like, I know my place. Let the coach. No. If I see something, I'm gonna say it. Now, if he implement it, that's on him. And see, let me show you something. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna give you a real life example of a great drill. Okay? Watch this. This real though. I'm keeping it real, y'all. I'm flying a plane right now, so y'all be patient. Y'all be patient, because I'm finna show y'all something, right? Oh, this is perfect. Thank you, God. Look at this. So this is a perfect drill for a DB. Why? Because it's teaching him how to catch interceptions at a flash, right? Because interceptions come like this. You turn and the ball right there. So you got to be able to turn and catch the ball. And he not looking when the ball is coming. That's a perfect drill. So he's working on his feet, plant and turn and catch, plant and turn and catch, plant and turn and catch. See, that is perfect. That is a perfect, well thought out drill. Yeah. See what people don't know, why them same people was in there hating on me. I know this dude. I went to school with this dude. That's my dog. Yeah. And he saw my tweet and he was like, yeah, he telegraphing. So this is a real life NFL pro trainer, right? One of the best trainers in the country, who co-signed what I was saying while I had another group mad at what I was saying. Boy, that's amazing. That's amazing. But see, that's Goldilocks. So listen, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give y'all all the signs of being Goldilocks. All right, I'm gonna give it to you quick, and then I'm gonna take some calls. And I know this show is different, man, but this show is important because I really care about y'all. I care about my community. I care about the YouTube community. And I also see the pitfalls and the deceptions that we are falling for. Our superpower is our independence. I heard Sky say one day that he talked to Derek Eagleton. Derek Eagleton said to Sky, and Sky said it in the chat on the show from listening to what I was saying. He said Derek Eagleton told him directly, y'all can say what we cannot say. See, that is a superpower. The fact that we can say what they can't say means that we have a freedom that they don't. We can also solve problems that they can't. So, like, for instance, just keeping it real. Do you think Derek Eagleton could say that y'all treat y'all free agents like bastards? He couldn't say it. Nope. You treat them like black sheep. He couldn't say it. But I really do see it as a problem how free agents are treated. And because we obviously are trying to push up our guys, right? It calls us to push down the free agents. We have to be the onlyest team that literally says our guys on a team. Like it's nothing wrong. How do you have one group called ours? Then what's the other group called? Not ours? Has anybody said, how does that psychologically affect morale? But I can say it, which maybe, hopefully somebody of influence hears it and say, you know what? We probably need to cut out that terminology. Even though, yeah, that's what we doing. That's not smart to just say it all the time, especially out loud. Yeah. Our guys, we pay our guys. Well, who the other guys? How? They not yours? Yeah. So let me give you all the signs of Goldilocks. The number one, to me, no accountability to your base support. That's the number one thing you see. No accountability to your base. What you mean? If you watching MSNBC, do you see heavy accountability to the Democrats? If you watching Fox News, are you seeing heavy accountability against the Republicans? No. It's hardly no accountability to the Republicans. It's very little accountability to the Democrats. This is not at Kevin Samuels, but let's say if you watching red pill content, and if that's all you getting, and I'm not saying him directly, but I'm just saying period. If that's all you hearing all day, all the time, modern women, where's the accountability for the men? Because show of hands, who was raised on ball and G? I'm gonna take my time on this one. Who was raised on ball and G? Raise your hand if you was raised, if you're a Southerner that was raised on 8 ball and MJG, I want you to raise your hand. Some of y'all don't know what I'm talking about. But if you was raised on ball and G, raise your hand. Raise your hand. I see some hand raised. My boy JV, was we raised on ball and G, my brother? Raised, okay, Studi raised on ball. Raise your hand. Damian Crow said he was raised on ball and G. C said he was raised on ball and G. All right. Let me tell y'all one of the most famous lines on ball and G. Oh, don't do the 9 little millimeter. No, we ain't gonna do the 9 little millimeter, boy. Fresh King said he was raised on ball and G. Etta said, not me, but I know what it is. It was this famous line from MJG. He said, it wouldn't be a hope if it wasn't for the tricks. Now, forgive me that I had some cuss words in there, but I needed to quote that, okay? But that was some real accountability that you not hearing from the red pill community. You not hearing that enough. You not hearing enough. Hey, the reason why so many women are puffed up, why so many women feel confident that they can tell a man on the first date, I need you to take me to a $200 restaurant. That's because it's a massive amount of tricking. Where's the accountability? That boy say, proud to be an alumni. Boy, you raised. Oh man, listen, we don't want to spread too much of A-ball and MJ. We gonna keep a little bit to ourselves. But who proud to be an alumni to where you understand that men set the culture? See, y'all, boy, see, ooh, man, I'm gonna keep it so real, man. Y'all not ready for the truth. You not go fix women, checking women. You gotta check men too. You gotta say, hey, bro, listen. We gotta stand together, men. We got to stand together. See, Eastside Herald. Listen, I lived in Houston, and this is where I saw tricking at an pandemic rate. See, you want to know why so many Houston women are just spoiled? If you go to the clubs and you wonder why there are packs of women who don't mingle with men, it's because of Eastside Herald types. It's a city full of tricking. And I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth. I'm not lying. Look what he said, and he's serious. That's the culture of a lot of Houston men right there. Ain't nothing wrong with a little tricking. Not all Houston men. I'm not calling it because I lived in Houston. And a lot of my friends was like, they was some real men. But it's too much of that, and that's why, like, if Houston didn't have so many Eastside Herald type dudes, it would literally be the best city in America. Cause y'all got the most beautiful women in the whole country, and that is the truth. You talking Beyonce's and Kelly Rowlands, they are at the bus stops in Houston. And I mean that. You'll be rolling down the street, you'll look at the bus stop, you'll be like, is that Kelly Rowland? No. Is that Beyonce? No. I remember I was with my blood brother. We was in Galveston. And my brother, man, I'm being honest, man. I'm being honest. And maybe y'all not ready for this. But I was with my brother, man. We was at the Capitol Beach party, right? Boy, don't do that. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. See, like he said they trick it if you got it. Psych, stop playing, bro. Stop playing. Stop playing, bro. But my brother, I'm telling you, I ain't never, my brother, the best ladies man I've ever seen in my life. I'm talking about fantastic. I ain't never seen the ladies man like my brother. All right. We sitting in Galveston. We at the Capitol Beach. We rolling in a brand new Navigator, right? So we feeling good. You know what I'm saying? We out there looking good. I'm talking about, I can show y'all some pictures what I had 30-inch chain and all that. I'm looking good at the Capitol Beach, right? And it was this girl, she was sitting there posted with a boot. And my brother said, "Say, come here." See, in Dallas, that would have been automatic. She would have came right over. She said, "You come to me." And my brother looked, he said, and he rolled up his window. I said, "Yeah, bro, that's the culture down here, bro. They spar like that." I said, "It's what it is." I said, "Next." Just like that. So I said all that to say, you are being Goldilocks if you see no accountability to the base of the supporters that they have. I don't care if it's your local news. I don't care if you watch your content creators, Cowboys. If you never see them go against their base, let me ask you a question. Do I go against y'all sometime? Or do I go with what y'all saying all the time? All right. That's the number one thing. The number two thing you go see. Popular anger is the main content. Popular anger. Popular anger is the main content. That's how you know you being Goldilocks. And see, I hate to see it when it's us, because guess when these people show up? They show up after a loss. It's some people that got way more subs than me, and they do way less content than me. That's because when they first jumped on their YouTube channel, and they said, "Man, we suck. I hate losing. I hate the Dallas Cowboys. I hate, man, Dak, sorry. Man, get rid of him. Get rid of Mike McCarthy." And you walk away after you post that video, and you come back and you look that morning and it's 40,000 views. So me ripping my team like that? Shoot, I gotta be a $500 check? Here it come. Now they know the formula. This the formula. Oh, every time we lose, I'm go boo-boo on my team. Popular anger is their main content. Yep. You are being Goldilocks. That person is not real. That person is very fake. That person is about as real as $3 bill. Another clue you're being Goldilocks. Popular hype is the main content. Yeah, popular hype. You're being Goldilocks. See, it's some people when they do content, whatever's popular, they go love it. It's not gonna be no real analysis. It's just, is it popular? It happens every draft season too. Every draft season. Whoever's the most popular, that's who I'm gonna praise. Because that's what y'all want to hear. Pitts? I've never seen, he's Calvin Johnson, man. Pitts, I swear. Man, I've never seen a player like Pitts. Pitts is the best player in the last 30 years. Bijan Robinson? Oh my God, man. That Bijan Robinson, I promise you, he is the second coming of Barry Sanders. Yeah, Pitts, he can play receiver like Calvin Johnson. You are being gold. That JPJ, man, I'm taking him over any tackle. You are being Goldilocks. So next draft season, just peep it. Just peep it. When it start coming, when the pet cats start coming out, watch some of the content creators. I ain't just talking about us. I'm talking about all of them. Philly, the Eagles, us too. They go jump on the bandwagon of what's popular, because guess what? That's the porridge that the fans want to hear. Man, it got so crazy with Bijan Robinson. It was people saying, we need to get Bijan Robinson at 24. I was like, bro, Bijan, based on the hype alone, is not falling to no 20. Man, if we could get Bijan. You are being Goldilocks. You are. No critiques on new contacts. Yeah, see, you got to watch this one. No critiques on new contacts. All of a sudden, I start developing some relationships with some players. Now, all of a sudden, I can't critique them no more. I ain't got no critiques. None. I met Jabril Cox. I got his phone number. I'm trying to get him on the show. Or I done talked to Tad Prescott. And because I talked to Tad Prescott, I have no critiques for that. None. Yeah. I got this new contact. So because I got this new contact, I'm not gonna mess up that. To be honest, I don't know. I ain't doing that. I got this relationship with the ticket. So if they go out there and they say something that's super egregious, I ain't got nothing to say. Nothing. Because I developed a new contact. You are being Goldilocks. And see, this is the one I fear that's going to take away the superpower of this beautiful community. Our ambition. That's the thing I fear about the organic beauty of all new media. Not just the Dallas Cowboys. I'm talking about the Eagles too. See, that's why I respect y'all. A lot of y'all hate Lord Brunson. I respect Lord Brunson from the last thing I saw. Because I saw him going at his team as he played cards with them dudes. You up there playing cards with A.J. Brown. You up there in a real talk with Jalen Hurts' agent about his campaign Hurts season. And yet Lord Brunson stood on his nuts and called them dudes out when they was being soft. I said, say, bro. I don't like Philly, but I respect that. I respect that. And I heard him say, listen, y'all, I got to keep it really to the Eagles first. I saw him do it. I was like, OG for that. Y'all might hate Lord Brunson, but on that, I was like, that was a G move. He didn't sell out because of the contacts. Hold on. Yeah. He didn't sell out. Talking about some solid contact. You over here talking to Slay. Then you have to turn around and say, Slay getting cooked. That's what I fear in all new media. Our voices becoming soft because of our ambition. Now, some of y'all and some of them, that's okay too. Like, listen, some people, they don't really care about winning like that. And if they don't care about winning like that, and if they trying to get a bag or a job, then I'm like, cool. I'm not asking you to be righteous. I'm not asking you to be to be pure. If that's your aim to get a job, well, shoot, run your play. Because I also understand that too. Because if I end up working for like one of these places, you already know, boss can't be what he's been. If I'm paying a mortgage, you think I'm gonna go straight to Jerry working for .com and say, man, he treat them boys like bastards? No, I ain't gonna say it like that. I'm gonna have to say it like they treat them differently. It looks to me that the free agents get treated differently than our drafted guys. It's one of those things I wish we would correct. I do believe that the Joneses are trying to do the right things, but that I really wish they wouldn't say. See, I would have to say it all politically correct. I couldn't say it like I said now. They treat them boys like bastard kids. Couldn't. Yeah, not when you getting a check. Jerry sitting here writing your check and you over here talking about they treat them like bastards. Like, nah, man, boss, you gonna have to tweak that. Say it, but you can't say it like that. Another thing, Goldilocks never fights the crowd. A person that's a Goldilocks, they never go fight the crowd. They go with the crowd. They don't fight the crowd. At some point, a test of any content creator, that's why I respect Okoye so much. Because Okoye be fighting the crowd. He fight the chat. When he do his homework or his film breakdown, if the whole world is against it, Okoye go sit there and be like, man, y'all crazy. He'll talk to the whole crowd like, y'all crazy. Anthony Brown is not playing bad. I was over here like,
oh, hell no.
But this is what I learned. I said, when the Kool-Aid say something, I'm at least go double check. I said, for sure. I said, he's earned that right because he fights the crowd. If he do a film study, you not gonna talk him out of what he see. Nope. Because he put in the work. A content creator that never fights the crowd, you never go against the crowd. Oh, no. You're a Goldilocks. Career and money focus. People that's too career and money focused, they're going to Goldilocks. I'm going to tell you that right now. They are going to make sure that porridge is just right. I'm telling you. Anybody that's too career and money focused in this game is going to be sampling the porridge to make sure that their statement is measured. It's just what it is. So if you see people that's always career and money focused as content creators, they Goldilocks. The last one that I'm gonna take some calls. Goldilocks is afraid of controversy. Goldilocks are afraid of controversy. They stay away from it. They don't touch it. They never will. That porridge too hot. So why would I talk about? See, that's what. If you a Dallas Cowboys content creator and you never talk about politics, you not serious about winning. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm gonna just say it straight up. You not. With the culture of this team, if you never bring up politics and make a big case against the politics of the Dallas Cowboys, you're not serious. Cause you can't solve that problem being silent. And it's a whole lot of content creators. I would say most of them in my space, in this space, they go at it. I would say 90% of the Dallas Cowboys content creators attack politics in some form. But that 10% that you never talk about any of the controversies of the Dallas Cowboys, yeah, you'll sell out. So, anyway, man, this is I've been thinking about. And it's not just the Dallas Cowboys. This is stuff we got to look out for, period. Whether you watching politics, whether you watching sports, red pill content, manosphere, the sisterhood, are you being pandered to? So we gonna take some calls, man. Then I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Now, keep in mind, I got some good content that's coming. Some real good content that's coming. So I wanted to talk football today, but I said, nah, let me take a break from football just for a second to talk to executives, to warn them about some of these traps that's out here with the Goldilocks. So I want to do that. But it's time to talk about these shoes again, right? Because there are whispers coming out about shoes and an interest in the shoes, right? And when there's talks, I definitely want to add to that conversation because I've already did a lot of work on this, okay? So I'm going to be talking about the shoes this week even heavier because I'm going to be honest, some of the shoes that I'm hearing I'm not liking the Campbell noise, especially for one tech. I'm not liking it. Because for those who already watched this show, y'all know I already did a film breakdown on this. Y'all know I already looked at Campbell. And I didn't see a fit for one. I did not see a fit at the one tech. Because what I saw them doing with Campbell mostly is lining him up outside. He played mostly on the outside, wide 9. And when they lined him up inside, he was womp to me. I did not see the Zimmer fit. I didn't, Now, I'm open to be wrong. Maybe somebody can show me something. But for me, watching him and breaking him down, like watching him right now, I'm not excited at what I see, He not staying on his feet. And almost every time he was playing over the center, he was washed out with ease. That's to me. I don't see him as the answer, So I definitely gonna be doing some shows on some different ways the Dallas Cowboys can get that one tech. Because it's way more ways than just the current available free agents, And to me, Campbell just looked like he's not what he was. Now, I will say this, being fair and balanced. I can't talk about soil, right? And the importance of soil, right? With tackle, and then be a hypocrite when it comes down to the importance of soil and coaching the defensive line. So, like, for instance, we all know Rod made a tremendous difference, an exponential difference when it came down to the defensive line. So what I'm starting to factor in, but I have to do more research on, is what was the quality of play of the one techs under Zimmer. I need to watch more games. So I got a lot of homework to do on that. Because sometimes the soil does make the difference. It's not just the seed that's planted. It's about, can your coach and can that environment cause you to play above yourself? Because if we remember, Rod had some of the worst players, but we only into that Rams game when all of them was hurt did they just look garbage. And they was all hurt that game. I think we was missing 3 defensive tackles. So that's something I'm gonna be talking about this week. I'm also gonna be talking about some real cool ways the offense can take another level. So I got a lot of football discussion we gonna get into. But I definitely want to talk about, and I've been promising these Goldilocks, and because I'm concerned about it. But hopefully, man, people can now see it when it's coming. Because I don't want y'all, even with Dallas Cowboys, not just Dallas Cowboy content, deceived. I don't want you deceived by nobody as an executive. So I want to give you the signals that I've been seeing and how to make sure you don't get fooled by it. So we finna get on these phones, man. And I appreciate everybody, man, for hanging with your boy, man, as always. But let's get into these phones. Let's go.
Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Down the bottle, it be going right through me. Brown baby, down to take a flight to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me. Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Guess that's why the labels want the rights to me. CD on my back and it feel light to me.
All right, so we got the phone lines cooking. Maybe on this Goldilocks that ain't gonna get y'all going. Cause I know what get y'all going. Y'all like when I talk about football. So this was actually football, but it was more so kind of like an encouragement to the content creators, because I know the pressure. It kind of was disappointing to know that my boy Rome was going through pressure like that. It was very disappointing to know he was going through pressure like that. But it was also like, dang, if he going through it, everybody going through it, And it was just amazing that it was pressure on him to be positive. It's like, really? Like, after we got slapped by Green Bay, y'all want him to be a cheerleader? It was downright amazing. All right, so we got my boy D Schiff. D Schiff, you live.
Hey, what's going on, boss?
What's up with it?
Hey, not much, man. Just wanted to pick your brain about a couple things. Man, offensive line wise, I'm expecting some big time growing pains from Tyler Guyton. Where's your level of confidence in more of like, we have a couple issues, but where would you rank that as more as your more pressing issues? Do you have any other issues that are higher than Tyler Guyton at left tackle? Just kind of gauge where your red alert kind of is,
Very good question. You want me to answer that first?
And
because we ain't got to rush.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. My number one need right now is defensive tackle. I don't trust the shoes. I don't. Now, I might feel better after I do my homework on Zimmer coaching defensive tackles and look at their effort. I need to go look at a lot of tape at the defensive tackle effort, and I need to look at a lot of guys, because it's not even just his best guys and starter guys. The thing that I want to look at is how did the backups play too, because do you remember even when Covington was with us? Covington had a great motor. Everybody under Rod had a great motor. So I want to go look at the motor. So if I see a great motor out of everybody that played under Zimmer, even backups, I'm going to start feeling better about the soil. But right now, deep tackle is number one. A number two, it might surprise you, the number two receiver. Yeah. Yeah. Because I learned that, that Brandon Cooper only getting 1.6 yards to separation per target. That let me know that if we lose CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott gonna be throwing into some tight windows. So
you have no number one. You would need Jake Ferguson to almost start getting into that Travis Kelce round.
Right.
If something like that were to happen.
Well said.
And I don't know, that still won't even be enough. But
well said.
Well, those two things actually spin into kind of a comparison I was going to actually make. Now that you mentioned that.
It was one more thing. It was one more question that you asked me about Tyler Guyton. I expect some growing pains in Tyler Guyton, but I think his growing pains is going to only last about 8 games. I'm going to give him about 8 games. And I think he gonna get better every game. And the reason why I say that, because I'm gonna basically treat him like Steele. Because remember Steele, when he had to start as a rookie at right tackle, his first 8 was horrible, right? But his back 8 was actually okay. You know what I mean? It was decent. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of using Steele as my benchmark, to be fair to him. And I think with our improved interior run, that's going to take some pressure off him. I think Mike McCarthy should know to run the ball more to get your tackle and your new tackle acclimated. If he come out there crazily throwing the ball 40 times the first 3 games,
that's I'm spot on with you, man. It's gonna be super important. They kind of ease him into it, kind of hide him a bit.
Yeah, hide him. Well said.
But yeah, let him get through. But man, I was thinking about Jalen Tober's first year not being utilized and put into the right kind of scheme. They pretty much kill him more than use him correctly. And I want to say that's kind of boils down what happened to Mozzie. So if you can get kind of a Jalen Tober kind of bounce back from Mozzie, would that ease you a little bit on the first round pick?
Oh,
Mozzie? At this point, he has to do a lot. Yeah.
I'll say this.
Jalen Tober, his second year, he kind of gave you a little bit more optimism.
Right. I say this. We talking about Mozzie or Jalen Tober? Mozzie?
Well, I was using Jalen Tober as an example as to how he wasn't used.
The year 2 jump?
His first year, correctly?
Yeah. Okay.
And then the year 2 jump, basically, yeah.
So my answer to that is I'm trying to be fair to the normal developmental process of most defensive tackles, right? So from me watching, it take about 3 years. And I don't want to pull that chicken out the grease before it's cooked, right? But it's seeming like they saying, hey, we finna eat it anyway, right? And he looked like he had a disadvantage. You coming off surgery, you lost a lot of weight. So you gotta put on weight while going through rehab on a surgically repaired shoulder. So that's asking.
And then kind of get all the weight in shape.
Can you will you be
you
as
gotta
strong?
Condition the weight.
Like how much you bench pressing coming off shoulder surgery? What do you use at the one take? You definitely bench pressing all day long. You know what I'm saying?
All day.
So will he be the Mozzie we drafted? I think we asking too much. That's why I want to bring in a vet. You know what I mean? Like bring in a vet. Don't put all that pressure on that rookie, man. Not that rookie. A year 2 Mozzie coming off surgery. I just don't like it, bro. I'm just being honest, man. And this is the same team that threw Gallup out there, bro. This is the same team that threw Gallup out there gimping around. We the same team who had Terrence Steele out there while he was gimping around. We just love to throw our drafted guys out there like, hey, we believe in them and they're gonna be okay. It's like, bro, go get a vet.
All right, man. Good stuff, boss. I'll let you get to your other callers, man. Appreciate it.
Ain't no other callers, man. It was just you. I'm finna get up out of here. Man, but good call, DC Shift.
Yes, sir.
All right, that was my boy D Shift, man. And D Shift also has his own channel. D Shift, make sure you put your channel in the chat, bro. I forgot to ask you where they can find you because D Shift is getting into that content now. And D Shift has a real good mind for football, man. And he's a good person. But y'all, man, I want to give y'all this today, man. We're going to be coming with a lot of content this week. Obviously, we got the final word and all that coming up too. Excited about all that, man. But y'all be very careful, man. And I mean this, man. Goldilocks is a very real thing. And it's sad. It really is. But at the same time, I think I gave y'all enough to kind of see it when it's happening. And I'm going to tell everybody, man, for all you people that want me to be a cheerleader like they was trying to get me to do on Twitter, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. I'm never going to be a cheerleader, man. It's never going to happen. See, this is what a cheerleader does. A cheerleader is going to cheer with the same enthusiasm, whether that team is winning or losing. See, when Green Bay was blowing us out, did you see the cheerleaders change at all? Nah, they still did they kicks real high. They still went out there and they did they dancing. They acted just the same, regardless of how Dallas was getting hit in their mouth. And it's okay if you support the Dallas Cowboys that way, that is fine. But all this trying to check me and check Rome and check other people because we go into a period of accountability, holding our team accountable, I'm just telling you ain't gonna be able to bully me, and you ain't gonna be able to bully my boy OC, and y'all didn't bully wrong. It ain't gonna happen. So, you know, I just say this, man. Know the spirit of the people you're dealing with. We want to win, and when you want to win, you got to talk about those things we got to correct. Stop being a cheerleader. Be an actual supporter of the Cowboys. But if you're in a cheerleader, don't try to make me like you.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Look, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets done taught me, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets done taught me, I'm just trying to get my nigga paid. We came from Section 8, and I knew I was at since the second grade. Man, I swear my time is coming, cause I'm never late. Came from broken homes and broken dreams to getting paid. Love, dollar bill, listen close, this is not a drill. Cause hungry trying to get a meal. I've been in light, who gon' pay a bill? I've been in action, been attraction, surplus with niggas lacking, shining light but still be blacking, red lights will stop the action, green to go, even when it's slow. Higher heights to balance out the lows. Can't ride the wave cause you ain't got a boat.